been asking me. It's preparing the stream right now, so please give it a moment. All right, so please make sure you have your Quran out, and we're going to go through. I'm going to go through that particular part. Mute here, you guys. Okay. So I think you'll be able to see us on YouTube right now. I don't know, but I'm trying to help out those who couldn't get on with the number. So if you guys just bear with me for one moment. Okay.
Yeah, it say live on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Well, let me do that one.
Yes, you on.
All right, so praise Allah, the Holy Prophet number 12. All right, so first and foremost, I want to rise to give our perfect praise to Allah. Thank you, Father God, Allah. Love you, Father God. Want to give all honors that we can to the Prophet Ali. Thank you, Prophet Ali, for saving us, for bringing us the everlasting gospel so that we can save ourselves. What I mean by saving us, he brought us the very thing from Allah, from that was given to our ancient father, and through our prophet, we are able to take this everlasting gospel and do the things that we've done so we can save us. I want to say thank you, Prophet Ali, for we have saved ourselves and we are back under the Constitution. Want to please put your mic on mute for a moment. I want to give honors to the forerunner of Prophet number Ali, which would be Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I want to give him honors for the great work that he did. Okay, and for having a place there in our Quran given to him by our prophet gives him much honors. So we give him honors and we respect the work of our forerunner and harbinger, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I want to give honors to Emilio Hill, our Supreme Branch Chief of the Morris People of America. And want to give honors to every single thing Morris. Could you put your mic on mute? Who is that over there? I'll do it. So it's okay, I got you. So I want to give everything, I want to give honors to everything that is brought for our salvation. The Holy Quran, the Morris Temple of America, our divine constitution and bylaws, our laws, our general laws, right? I want to give the marriage laws. I want to give all of our law that the prophet brought for salvation here in our Republic form of government honors. I want to give honors to the National Republic of the United States of America that the prophet Ali, otherwise known as the Moorish Science Temple of America or the Moorish Divine National Movement. I want to give honors to our district branch temple chartered under the prophet Ali's divine and holy state. I want to give honors to that. I want to give honors to all you Moorish Americans for showing up on your Friday. It is our holy day, right, for all Muslims here and all over the world. I want to give honors to our flags, the American flag, the red, white, and blue flag with 48 to 50 stars. I want to give that honor, for that is the flag of our birth. We uphold that flag. And we honor the Constitution in that flag where it stands. We want to give honors to all those who fought for that flag and the constitutional freedoms that that flag has brought forth. For all those who have fought for that flag and died, and so that we can have freedom and enjoy the Constitution as it was laid in its organic state, I want to give them honors. It is very important to uphold our forefathers' Constitution that came for all people so that we could all enjoy the freedoms thereof. I want to give honors to our flag of our nation, our red flag with the 5-pointed green star in the center. This particular flag being over 10,000 years old. Those particular points on the pentagram representing love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I want to give that national flag of the United States of America honors. For it is there where we find our salvation. right? So I want to give honors to America going in crisis, meaning I want to give honors to all the nationalities who are worshiping the great God under their divine victory. I want to give you honors in this time. Okay. So let us begin on our holy day and Friday. So if we can open up our Quran, chapter 31, chapter of justice, the holy instructions from the prophet Justice. We'll begin here. Okay. Then we're going to go into a few things, and then we're going to, you know, keep it out, do a public announcement, because this is our Friday. You know, we are private individuals, but we do have a Friday, which is a public meeting. Okay, which means we need to give public announcements. And we will have a public announcement this evening. So please stay tuned for that. Okay. So if you have me, please put your mic. I'll do it. There you go. Islamism. So I hope all the members here are doing really well. We are increasing, and thank all the members. And you know, we have quite a few members now, maybe not on the line right now, but we are increasing. We're doing good. And I want to thank all the, you know, the people who are spreading the word about the temple. And so there are brothers and sisters out there, our Asiatic brothers who've been wrongly labeled Black, colored Negroes, understand that they have a place for their salvation. Okay. This is for, you know, uplifting of fallen humanity. And this is how, and the prophet Noble Juali is the savior of humanity, made a way for all of us, including the Europeans, right, who want to worship under their own binding fig tree to come through, and we can all live peacefully here in the United States of America, be one of the greatest countries ever to be set forth on the planet, even greater than what people believe it was. Okay, so if everyone's there, let's look at justice and let's understand it, and you know, go through it, because today, in today's society, justice seems to be lacking, right? And these things are only because we, the people, have yet to stand up and enforce our law. You know, if you have a constitution and, you know, you're not enforcing it, then it does you no good. You know, there are, before we begin, you know, there are people who've taken oath. Where are the oath keepers? We need to stand up in this time. You know, the Constitution protects all of our rights here. Where are the religious leaders? You know, like we were discussing on one Sunday school, maybe a couple of weeks ago, we put it out there. You know, we may have sounded as if we were kind of joking around, but it was very serious, the parts you didn't hear, where we were very concerned about, you know, a lot of the religious leadership out here are folding under the weight of some type of corporation tyranny when they have the right to hold religious services. Okay, freedom of religion is for all of us. Now, you try to take that away from one, that means you're going to try to take that away from me. You know, you're not going to take away our rights to exercise our the freedom of religion here, and it's not going to be taken away from any true American citizen, right? True American state citizen. Let's read justice and get a little bit of understanding. Huh? Praise Allah. Okay, so the chapter 31 from the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet, coming from the Holy Quran, the Moorish Science Temple of America, with the logos circle 7, divinely prepared by the noble Prophet Juali, by the guiding of his Father God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from the sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father God Allah. Right, so the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet, chapter 31, the holy instructions from the Prophet Justice. The peace of society dependeth on justice. The happiness of individuals on the safe enjoyment of all their possessions. Keep thy desires of thy heart, therefore, within the bounds of moderation. Let the hand of justice lead them aright. Cast not an evil eye on the goods of thy neighbor. Let whatever is his property be sacred from thy touch. Let no temptation allure thee, nor any provocation excite thee to uplift thy hand to the hazard of his life. Defame him not in his character, and bear no false witness against him. Corrupt not the servant to cheat. That part one more time. Corrupt not the servant to cheat, or forsake him, and the wife of thy bosom, oh, tempt not to sin. It will be a grief to his heart, which thou cannot relieve, an injury to his life, which no reparations can atone. In thy dealings with men, be impartial and just, and do unto them as thou wouldst they should do unto thee. Be faithful to thy trust, and deceive not the man who rely upon thee. Be assured it is less evil in the sight of Allah to steal than to betray. Oppress not the poor, and defraud not of his hire the laboring man. When thou stealest for grain, hear the whispering of conscience and be satisfied with moderation. Selleth, when thou selleth for gain. Nor from the ignorance of thy buyer take any advantage. Pay the debts which thou owest, for he who gave thee credit relied upon thy honor. And to withhold from him his due is both mean and unjust. O finally, son of society, examine thy heart, call remembrance to thy aid, and in any of these things thou hast transgressed. Make a speedy reparation to the utmost of thy power. Islam. This is okay. So this chapter is like off the hook. It's so many constitutional constitutional understanding in there and maxims of law, and it is extremely important. So let's look at a few of these, right? So it says the peace of society dependeth on the justice and the happiness of individuals. Now, this is very important, for this goes, an individual is not what a person is in the meaning of the 14th Amendment, which is not needed for the salvation of our people nor the individual is one who has, in this society, who has stepped up and proclaimed, from an Asiatic point of view, those who believe that they're Black, right? An individual is one who is private. First and foremost, in law, they become private. But they're ones who have stepped up and proclaimed their nationality, which is their political rights, giving them allegiance into this particular government and not just territorial jurisdiction where they can be easily deported, okay? So there's a difference here in that language. And individuals is really the law. It's law. Like justice is law, okay? There are, in law, there's contracts, which is a part of the Constitution, that we have the right to contract, right? But in contract law, which is business law or private law, right, it moves to what is known as like private law. Now, private law deals with how the law deals with individuals and persons, our corporations. So when the prophet's speaking here, he's speaking a very high language, and a lot of people miss it. It says, keep the desires of thy heart. And so let me go really quick back to there. So the individual, to become the happiness of individuals, get that happiness of an individual, right? For those who believe, for Asiatics, is to do what he told us to do in Acts 6, right? Which is nationality, once again, is the order of day. Hey, brothers and sisters out there who believe you're Black, colored, and Negro, you need to wake up. You are going to understand that there's no rights there because you're screaming for it and you're still not getting it, right? But you need to really understand that you have no political right, okay? And it's very important. So it says, keep the desires of thy heart, therefore, within the bounds of moderation, and let the hands of the just lead them aright. It says, cast not an evil eye on the goods of thy neighbor. Okay, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Let whatever is his property be taken from thy touch. Thou shalt not steal. I mean, same type of maxims of law that you would find in the Bible or the Quran, we have in ours, right? And that maxim of law translates to a workman is worthy of his hire. Let no temptation allure thee, nor provocation excite thee to, cast not an evil eye on the goods of thy neighbor, and let whatever is his property be sacred from thy touch. Don't be stealing. Don't be coveting. And there's laws behind this. Can't covet another man's property. And nor is biological property. Children, like us being the children of the great God, we are absolutely his biological property at this time. When you come to more scientific America, you give up your rights back into Allah correctly. Right? Therefore, protecting you once again under the Constitution and under your own, where no one, not even you, can give away your rights. Because they're no longer yours like that. Give them back to God. Therefore, you're able to use God's law in the court and challenge people to say, okay, well, court, you're saying to me on record that you don't recognize God's law? You're telling me, you're trying to force me, which is a form of compulsion under threat, to go with something that goes against the very nature of my law? Well, that goes against the Constitution. You can't do that. Whatever is my property needs to be sacred from another person's touch. Well, that doesn't happen when people can just come and take your home and just cast you out and things of this effect. So there's something wrong here. So somebody can't come and shouldn't be able just to come and take your children away, called it a ward of state, where they become parente Perez over your child, your biological child that came out of your wife's womb. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, here comes the state talking about their wards. Or you're going to stick my child with some foreign needle? No, you're not. We're not in that jurisdiction. And the Constitution protects us from that. Anybody trying to do anything against that, it actually then comes to the point after due notification through the private administrative process, right? After you've notified these particular people like we've done, since 2015, it becomes to the point where they commit, it's almost like trying to commit war against the people, peaceful people who's not even armed. Well, those go into war crimes, invasion of my rights, trying to invade on me like some mercenary. Trying to invade on my property, my children, my sister, my brothers. That's not your property. See, we here, the national government, this National Republic of the United States of America, right? We're back on the Republican form of government here. We're going to demand ours. The Constitution gives us many things to do. It gives us buffers in the law to ensure that no rogue corporation or no rogue servant. Let's go to the servant part. It says, corrupt not his servant. Well, he corrupt not his servant, meaning we, the people. The servants are those people that we send into Congress and into Washington, D.C., that's serving us, is supposed to be serving up there into the government office and the governor, and everybody was taking the oath of office. See, a lot of people believe that we are subservient to them. This is not the case. For we, the people, you are our servants, and the Constitution backs us up. And those that then go against that, the very things that give protection of life and liberty here, are committing crimes of a war against the peaceful people. See, the Constitution is beautiful, you guys. The corrupt servant, the one that got corrupted by lobbyists, the one that got corrupted by some corporation filling their pockets up, and then they forgot that there are we, the people, around here still. No one gave up the rights of the Constitution around here. No one said that we gave in. We're still around.
Islam.
You understand? We never left no battlefield around here. That Constitution is still in effect. Let this be a notice to the world. And we represent that national republic of the United States of America major, and have a right under that Constitution to tell all of our servants that they need to get together before indictments come along. Because under the Fifth Amendment, we have rights. Just because we haven't said anything, we're trying to see who's who around here. Who wants to follow that Constitution and God's law? Who wants to enforce the Constitution on oath takers?
Islam.
What oath taker needs to stand up in these days and understand that these are the only way that we're going to get these particular people who want to violate the very Constitution around here that protects my religious right. No one's going to take away my right to religion around here. And no one's going to take anybody's right to religion around here. As long as this Constitution and this republic under this national government still stands, and it stands very good and well. As a matter of fact, it can never be torn down. It's just been inactive for a moment. But those moments are done. Thought we were stupid? That we didn't know what to do, huh? We are sitting here looking at people playing games with our very lives. And that's not justice. So within our Quran, it tells us that it says, which is our law, and that we have a right to bring our law, which is God's law, to the table. So no, tells us that when a servant becomes corrupt, and they're no longer faithful to the trust that they have been in position to serve, and they begin to deceive the people, we, the people, then we have a right to demand justice. It says, look here. It says, bear no false witness against him. There's been some false witnesses being thrown around all the time, saying that you're here to work for the people, and then when they get there, your doors are closed, and you're a government? How can that be? Well, you're breaking your oath of office. You're breaking your contract with the people. There are people around here that need these doors opened up with these government things so that things can move through correctly according to the law, and those who are bound to respect the Republican form of government and ensure that that Republican form of government has all the services and all the things that they need to make it lawful and right under the Constitution.
Islam.
You understand? It says, oppress not the poor. Okay, before that though, it says, in thy dealings with men, be impartial and just. So we're not asking you to be emotional around here. Be impartial, but be just with the law. Equal protection of the law goes with all of us under the Constitution. And do unto them as thou wouldest they should do unto thee. This is called equal protection under the law. If this particular group over here is able to get their particular things through with no problems in their government, then there shouldn't be any problems with any other particular people getting these things through unless there's some type of discrimination going on, then that goes against the Constitution. And it begins to get into cruel and unusual punishment around here. for causing fear in the mind of people who have told you that their particular situation is solved, but to cause fear in the mind of people so that the other people who are in your administration of government, who has taken oath to office, are prohibiting people from getting their necessary stuff through. Well, this becomes another violation of the Constitution.
Islam.
And then you begin to defraud people because we've relied on the faith of your oath, that you would uphold the Constitution. You would honor it. Now, honor means a lot. Doesn't mean, oh, I just honor. No, 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 no. You can go into dishonor because you that's contract. You took that oath. That's a contract. And people have been breaching around here. So this is a notice to the governments now. Told you this in the beginning. We're going to do a little notice today. But these are the notices. You know what I'm saying? To particular governments, corporate governments, okay. You know, governments under some type of city state owned by the UN, okay, whatever. Right? The United States minor. All right. Well, this is the United States major. We are we the people.
Islamism.
And we are no longer going to sit around and allow tyrannical tyranny with mercenary forces to threaten us when we are a peaceful people.
Islamism.
We have paid our debt. We are a clean and pure nation. We are not in the debt to no monetary fund around here. I don't care what that is called. And if that's got anything to do up in here, then man, I'm telling you, to redress the grievances of war crimes committed against innocent people that are going down right now, everything can be valued. You know, we haven't got to reparations yet. We want to start talking about all that. I want to get a little, you know, just the basic things that need to be done under the law. And we're talking the Constitution. We're not talking your ordinances and your corporate little whatevers. We're talking the Constitution. Defraud not his hire, the laboring man. Oh, we're going to open up and you don't. That's fraud, my friend, for coming from a government. And it goes against the Constitution. Now, we are not locked down like that. Although the fear that has been out here because of this with no set plan has caused others who are in place under your administration who have taken these particular oaths of office under the Constitution to do their particular job are now delaying, which causes a violation of the Constitution once again. When you come to deal with us.
Islamism. Stop playing with the Constitution. Follow it.
So at this time, I'm going to read this warning, this divine warning from our prophet Noble Drew Ali that he gave to the nations. And we're going to reread this warning or this notice and make this a public notice. Give me a second. One second, everyone. Okay. Please listen up. You guys want to see it? Want me to share it too as I read it or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, let me know when you can see that then.
I see a prophet's warning to the nation.
Islam.
So excuse the typos, but we're going to read this. A warning, or this is a notice. A warning is a notice. So this is the prophet's notice to the nation, or the warning to the nation. And this is our notice to all of the governments on the land of the continental United States or America. Whether that government be the United States minor, the corporate United States Incorporated, or the city-state of Washington, D.C., owned now by the UN. This is a public notice, and a notice to all of those particular people who have taken the oath of office. Okay? The citizens, excuse me, the prophet's warning to the nations, Friday, November 30th, 1928. The citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, are all one family bearing one free national name. Those who fail to recognize the free national name of the constitutional government are classed as undesirables and are subject to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. It is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitutional laws of a free national government and cling to the names and principles that allude to slavery. I, the prophet, was prepared by the great God Allah to warn my people to repent from their sinful ways and to go back to that state of mind, to their forefathers' divine and national principles, that they will be law abiders and receive their divine rights as citizens according to the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government and of the earth, and that comes only through the connection of the Moorish divine and national movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all other nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights unmolested by other citizens. That they can cast a free national ballot to the polls under the free national constitution of the United States government, and not under a granted privilege, as has been the existing conditions for many generations. Now, you who doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know the law of City Hall and among the officials in your government and ask them under intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply. For they are glad to see me bring you out of the darkness into the light. Money does not make the man. It is free national standards and power that make a man and the nation. The wealth of all national governments, the gold, the silver, commerce, belong to the citizen alone. And without your national citizenship, by name and principle, you have no true wealth. And I am hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a national free government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of this government. I'm depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold again, that they will learn to love instead of hate, and will live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, supporting our free national constitution of the United States of America. I love my people and I desire their unity and mind back to their own free national divine standard, because day by day they have been violating the national constitutional laws of their government by claiming names and principles that are unconstitutional. If the Italians, Greeks, English, Chinese, Turks, and Arabians are forced to proclaim their free national name and religion before the constitutional government of the United States of America, it is no more than right that the law should be forced upon all American citizens alike. In all other governments, when a man is born and raised there and asked his name of national descent and name, if he fails to give it, he is misused, imprisoned, exiled. And any group of people who fail, read that part. Any group of people who fail to answer up to the constitutional standards of law by name and principle, because to be a citizen of any government, you must claim your national name and descent, because they place their trust upon issues and names that they are not a part and partial of, and neither were they formed by their forefathers. The word Negro alludes in Latin language to the word nigger. The same word colored alludes to anything that is painted, varnished, and dyed. And every nation must bear a national descent name of their forefathers, because honoring thy father and thy mother, your days will be lengthened upon this earth. These names have never been recognized by any true American citizen of this day. Through your free national name, you are known and recognized by all nations of the earth that are recognized by said national government in which they live. The 14th and 15th Amendments brought the North and South in unity, placing the Southerners, which was at that time without power, with the constitutional body of power. And at that time, in 1865, the free national constitutional law was enforced since 1774, declared by the free national constitution, declared by the free national constitution, has never been changed. There's no need for the application of the 14th and 15th Amendment for the salvation of our people and citizens. So there's but one supreme issue for my people to use to redeem that which was lost. And that is through the above statement. Then the lion and the lamb can lie down in yonder hills and neither will be harmed, because love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice will be reigned in this land. In those days, the United States will be one of the greatest civilized and prosperous governments of the world. But if the above principles are not carried out by the citizens and my people in this government, the worst is yet to come. Because the great God of the universe is not pleased with the works that are being performed in North America by my people. And this great sin must be removed from the land to save it from enormous earthquakes and diseases. And I, the prophet, do hereby believe that this administration of government, being more wisely prepared by more genius citizens that believe in their free national constitution and laws, and through the help of such classes of citizens, I, the prophet, truly believe that my people will find the true and divine way of their forefathers and learn to stop serving carnal customs and merely ideas of man that have never done them any good, but has always harmed them. So I, the prophet, am hereby calling aloud with a divine plea to all true citizens to help me remove this great sin which has been committed and is being practiced by my people in the United States of America, because they know it's not the true and divine way. And without understanding, they have fallen from the true light into utter darkness of sin. And there is not a nation on earth today that will recognize them socially, religiously, or politically, economically, etc. in their present condition of endeavorment in which they themselves try to force upon a civilized world. They will not refrain from their sinful ways of action, and their deeds have brought Jim Crowism, segregation, and everything that brings harm to a human being on earth. And they have fought the subjects for all these great misuses. But I've traveled in the South and I've examined the conditions there. And it is the work of my people continuously practicing the things which bring dishonor, disgrace, and disrespect to a nation that lives the life. And I'm hereby calling on all true American citizens for moral support and finance to help me in my great missionary work to bring my people out of the darkness into the marvelous light. And prophet, 1920. November 30th, 1928. Islam, that is a warning. We notified this day, March 22nd, May 22nd, 2020, 8:17 p.m. Islamism.
Islam.
All right, so that is not a joke. The Prophet of Ali was very serious, guys. Okay. Not only, he warned us, he warned the nation, and he warned us. And we here in this temple, 43, are back under the constitutional code of law. Since we've done what we've done and heeded the warning, then it's nothing, then it's just and it's right then that we warn everyone else. Okay? That to continue down this road, that Asiatics are on without proclaiming their nationality, it's going to lead them some in a very terrible position. Exiled, misused, and abused. Prophet Juwali unfolding today. The reason why they're misusing and abusing and thinking they can just stick somebody with particular things is because certain people are not back under the constitutional code of law, and those that are, right, are not properly enforcing the Constitution and demanding that that Constitution is enforced. Or we just take it all the way to what is Nuremberg war crimes against people, right? If that's where it has to go. Because sooner or later, you're going to figure out that you got to be able to stand up and be willing to die for something. And if you're not willing to die for your nation and salvation and that Constitution, our prophet, and I agree, is one of the most, what did he say? That the Declaration or the Constitution was one of the very divine documents. You know, people are standing up to say that they're willing to kill you. And at this time, what do you have to lose but to stand up and enforce the Constitution against particular people who are coming for your very life? You're going to figure out that you have nothing to lose and death is no enemy to man, and you either stand up or die. Where are the men who believe in the Constitution? And the women? Where are they? But we are here to say we are willing to enforce it to the hill on anyone who violates the Constitution, on any true American state citizen, on any true national citizen. This law is to protect us all. So where are the preachers to stand up and say, you're not going to enforce your tyranny? And we believe in God's law. Where are the mosques? We standing up, been standing up. You know, you don't believe in God's law, huh? Well, let's make a decree here. You want protection of your religious rights, to the national government should protect that. And with those wonderful constitutional loving individuals in Washington, in the executive branch, judicial, Congress, who truly believe in the Constitution, the free Constitution, organic, and to want to live that way, then you have the greatest weapon at your advantage right now. You got God's law. Everyone has it, but they're afraid to stand up and use it because we know you've been beat down for so long. Corporations got you scared to death out here. You've empowered monsters. And now they've got you at the throat. Well, it's time to stand up and fight the monster. It's time to stand up and enforce the Constitution like your life depends on it, people, because it does. They're coming to stick you. They're coming to stick you, man. with a needle full of death. Told you the death angel was out there. He just happens to look like a guy in a pink sweater. Now, I don't know what's going on with the government's vaccines. I say you need to be very cautious about your body and your rights. Okay. And like I made the announcement before, we in the national government here, everybody appointed this national government, 43, you've already been given your orders and you've already got the things that you need. Vaccinations. And anyone trying to break your constitutional rights on that, you need to remain calm. Don't do what they say, but get the information. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, but you need to make sure that you're right. You do the things that we're asking you to do so you can protect yourself. And if they're delaying you, then we just need to take their names down at this time. What court and what clerks and everybody involved, all the way down to the janitor, said that you can't go take care of your business under the Constitution that they made their oaths under. And then we will simply do what we have to do. See, the Fifth Amendment for real national citizens is a weapon. It's a weapon for people who don't have weapons. It's a weapon for the peaceful people. But not the cowardly. See, we are truly back into that constitutional fold of law, and I have a right to Second Amendment. So does my brothers and sisters, to defend our very lives against people who seem with all of, you know, could be wrong, but boy, y'all sure out there pushing. Like I said in the beginning, you know, we are people as Moorish Americans who follow our divine law. We might say we want to put nobody in slavery. Crazy. Our Quran, as Muslims, we have a different understanding of what book you're reading, but it says that slavery is not allowed. Now, just because you can't uphold your laws doesn't mean we can't uphold ours. Just because you buckle under the weight because you're greedy and you want money, as soon as somebody flashes money, all constitutions, everything go out the window, doesn't mean we do that. As soon as somebody flashes a little money, boy, your constitution just leaves out the window. But as soon as they get to try to take away your rights, now you want to pull them back in. Well, we never threw ours away. And we will never do that. Praise Allah. In honor to the Holy Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Honors to the founding fathers for putting such a divine constitution together to protect people like us and our rights. So maybe you don't like us being back under the constitutional fold of law. Well, you know what? Deal with your emotions. Because we're never going back to sleep. We are as awake as can be, and the resurrection is a fact. And to do this on record against the peaceful people, well, I was just following the orders didn't work. Oh, I was just following the orders. That's not going to work. You took an oath. You took an oath to that. You took an oath to that Constitution. You think we're stupid around here because we haven't been saying nothing? We're playing little videos or something. We just put little videos. Oh, they stupid. We don't know what they're doing. Really? Okay. Okay. Well, Allah knows what he's doing. And we are divinely guided. We've given up our will back to Allah. I can't give away my rights. I ain't gonna do it if I could anyway. It's no longer mine to give away. Now what you gonna do? And now we're coming with love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We're coming with love first before we get to the justice part. We're gonna go through truth, and we're gonna hit some peace. In other words, try to negotiate with you on some terms of peace. We're going to bring the Constitution where we're at right now, because we already did the love, truth, and the peace part. So now we're at the freedom part, which is the Constitution. Before we get to the justice, we'll exhaust every remedy around here for peaceful solutions on all things. Like I said, we don't have any bombs, but we know other people, like the Galactic family. Oh, you don't believe in that, huh? But you sure got Space Force. Well, all we can do is call our people to our aid right now. You guys got us surrounded around here. And you're not playing fair. So we will call every one of our people from the inner earth, from the outer dimensions, from the outer, whatever you think it could be. Because they said we can. Doesn't matter if you don't believe in Allah or the Wrath. Just go look at your Grand Canyon. Earth believed it. Yeah. Not here threatening nobody. We're simply here asking people to enforce the Constitution when we come. Because this is what we're about to do with peaceful means. Doesn't mean we're weak. Sometimes when we say peace and y'all think, oh, they just weak. That superstorm coming ain't weak. It's just sitting there, waiting on orders. Had a couple little floods, huh? Little earthquakes, little earthquakes. Prophet said, if you don't do it, we did our part. Now the prophet said, if the citizens and my people don't do their part, well, we did our part. Y'all don't believe in anything. You don't believe in God's law, but God's going to show you. So we're going to come peacefully and just, do what we have to do. But it's not going to just be me talking on this announcement like this. This can only go but so far. To our members and to all of the wonderful Moorish Americans around the country, I'm going to speak to some of the members around the country. It's a shame that you're allowing ego and your personal, I want to be something, or I want to be this or that, to hold you back. Collectively, we can move a lot better. There's a thing called unity on our Constitution. But, it doesn't take a whole lot of people, but it takes the key people. You're wondering what to do. We look at everything. We see everything. We got people everywhere. We know exactly what's going on. And y'all still trying to figure it out. Well, good luck. For those that want to move forward on things that have been accomplished, you need to give us a ring. I'll put it out there. Room for everybody. The prophet says enough work for all of us. because the people here in this temple are good. I mean, the struggle don't stop. There's going to be struggles in life regardless. That's how you handle it and what you do. In other words, you never give up until the day your body turns to dust. You're gone. Death is no enemy, man. We understand we'll do this with no fear. See, love is truly the key. You know, if you don't love something, then love the Constitution then. We're going to see in a few months who really honors that. The world's watching. And there's going to come a time where they're going to ask what you did to the children of God. When they came looking for their way, since they made it out of the tyranny from being whooped from their own God. We never had a spear down. With no down spear with no Moors. We never got conquered. Got some treaties around here where people peace treated it up. And then our God whooped us. That's it. Not you. And the mental slavery that our brothers and sisters are under, just remember, it's mental. But that's gone. I mean, there's some residue probably, like anything else, because of the limbic system. Some traumatized memory there. See, them holy instructions allows us to understand how to deal with trauma, so we don't become psychotic blood drinkers, people who want to harm children, people who do things against their own self and their own body. We're beyond that. Because we have divine instructions. And all those particular brothers who and sisters out there who want to live under these holy and divine laws that the Prophet Ali brought from Allah, without the arrogant, egotistical mindset of a bunch of people who was just robbing you for your money and ain't got nothing to prove that they did anything and take the stuff and save themselves. You know, ask them, like I keep telling you, stop in this time. You are really going to believe and just sit there and allow somebody to plunge a needle in you, and you are Moorish American? Then your people didn't do the things who are calling themselves grand sheiks and sheiks to protect their membership. You need to wake up. I'm not gonna call no names. Y'all know who it is, you know, and time is getting short, man. Still trying to figure stuff out. Still trying to figure out who's in charge of the temple. And he told you, let me find it the way it was left. He really is still in charge, my friend. And it's too bad you don't understand the legality of that. You'd be a lot better off like we are. But you want to play Supreme Grand Sheik positions. Just because someone says a thing don't mean a thing. About what you did. You can have the most fanciest videos. You could be sitting at some fancy whatever hotel that you don't own. And it means nothing. Because when they come knocking at your door, saying papers, please, and start plunging that needle in your arm, we'll see then.
Islam.
You understand me? Then what you gonna do, members, in those particular temples when they ain't told you one solution and gave you something that you can go look up in law, or at least walk to the nearest FBI and be like, hey, if I do this, is this gonna work? Well, I done got this from these people over here that said there's Moors and said, this is what I was supposed to do. Woo, woo, woo. You just steadily believe anything. It's crazy. Prophet says, man knows not by being told. Our members, we say a thing, but the ones who know us and know me, I won't tell them to do anything unless I've already done it. And I can show and prove. You think this is some let's get popular thing? People want to be on YouTube and all these stuff to get popular, man. They clout chasing on y'all. They're looking for likes. And they still will have the nerve then to say, oh, we got to figure out what to do. You're supposed to be following the prophet's lessons. Then you'll know what to do. But if you don't keep him out in front, you keep everyone else out there, especially yourself, because of your ego, because you are lacking some type of love, some type of childhood trauma love that you got traumatized when you was young, and you never learned the lessons of how to get over that, then you need to come talk to the people who have and grow up. It's time to run a government. Now, we over here, I'm not saying we don't need any other sincere good Moors. Because, though, we got enough to do what we have to do. It's for everybody. It's for everyone who's done what he told them to do. So just a friendly reminder. I don't get a lot of likes. I don't get a lot of views. And I hope this gets to a lot of people, or I hope it gets to necessary people. I don't care if it gets to a lot of people. I would like for it to get to the necessary people who really hear this and, reach out. So praise Allah. That's all I have for everyone this evening. And once again, to the governments, our tone and our Moroccan way may seem a little threatening because we have a particular tone and a little bit of a hammer in our voice, which some people may interpret as being angry or aggressive. That's really not it. That's the way Moroccans are. And we're, Moroccans born in America, my friend. We've been living in the ghettos of hell that, people have created around us. And we still come out with love, enough not to hate. This is what real teachings and the blessings of Allah give us. One day, the rest of the world will wake up and come to understand that Savior humanity came for everyone. We can see that now. Praise Allah. Like I said, that's all I have for everyone. Do you have any questions on anything on this beautiful Friday? Any constitutional law? Any questions on Constitution? Any Moors want to make any governors want to make an announcement? Governors are on. If there are any sheiks then want to make an announcement?
Islam more.
What is the time? All right, Islam, Governor Harsh, go ahead, Mo.
I'm going to put in another order for medicine next month. Just letting everybody know. The medicine will be coming in probably next month or the following month.
Islam.
Okay, it should be. I'll try to have it by July. I've gotten a lot of calls. Okay.
Please make sure you take your regimen, especially in these days and these times. And like we said, the prophet had our stuff for the lungs and everything in 1913, guys. You saw this coming. If you read it, what he gave you and follow the program, you wouldn't really be concerned about somebody coming or, oh my God, I'm going to catch something. It's really funny. A lot of people catch things in their mind. They can't define a thing, but they believe the thing is going to come. This is a psychosis. You don't know what it is, but you believe it's going to come. Well, I can see if this was live Ebola, people's faces exploding and just melting away or whatever, firing their organs, and things to this effect right next to you, then yeah, be extremely cautious. But when you're dealing with what's out there right now, it's always good to get a better understanding of what it really is, because so many people are living in fear. A fear will breed a consciousness temporarily. It's like a how can I put this? It's like a temporary storm that comes over the land. You know, Now the storm can have some wind where it moves quick, or it could have a lagging, like a mooring type of lag to it because of the lack of wind. That's like the fear, like the mooring keeps the storm there. Um, the storm cloud over your head doesn't make you think clearly. See, clear thinking, you got to take deep breaths, stop with the fear of the limbic system, because the limbic system is the lower self and it's full of fear. And the only way to cure that is to break the fear by confronting, right? The very thing you think is going to hurt you. And if you can't see it, called a corona, then you confront the information against what they're saying so that it can make sense in your consciousness of what's really going on out here. Right now, you have to personally do that to a satisfaction by gathering information. Stop being lazy, because people can tell you anything, and next thing you know, you're in a concentration camp because you're so gullible. You know, so do a lot of research. Okay, so praise Allah, honor to the Holy Prophet Noble Ali. That's all I have, right? And like I say, we may be on next Friday, we may not be. Sunday's always going to be there. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We may, we'll do our Friday meeting ability, but our work right now. And we send major love to all of the nationalities and brothers and sisters around the world. Right? We give a special prayer out for even the president, Mr. Trump. Right? We give that man a good prayer that he does the right thing under the Constitution for the people. Right? And we honor that. And any services that we can provide to help further move back into this full constitutional photo of law for all people, then we're willing to help out with that. Praise Allah. Let's pray for everyone. Not just pray. You know what I'm saying? That man might be up there pushing the button right now. Anyway, give him a good prayer. Why not? People, oh, I hate Trump. Well, give him some prayer. You know what I'm saying? Why if you hate him? Well, here's the funny thing. Oh, I don't like to think. Put some prayer on him. Pray, do the right thing. See in your mind's eye that him doing the right thing, and collectively with your group, instead of hating, put that out there. Put out the collective thought that, we're going to beat this thing. He is going to do the right thing. All that hate, man, what is that going to do? Wait, well, let me shut up before people get all upset. Me. Oh, you shouldn't be praying for Trump. What you mean? Pray for everybody. Why not? So I hope that man does the right thing. All right. So anyway, Mr. Trump and Congress, would you judiciary, the governor here in California. Good job. Let's obey by this Constitution. And then we all win. Let's obey the constitutional code of law, especially when you come to deal with the people, and we all win. And one more thing before we go, right? Everybody has the right to religion and the free exercise of that religion. So to try to stop someone exercising their free religion, this goes beyond this to the point where it's like, what are you trying to say? It's like, are we living in satanic Satan hell around here? You know, this is crazy. So you preachers, you so-called preachers, and all you Christians, and you Jewish synagogues, and you know what I'm saying, you Muslims, you know, we Muslims stood up. We up, like up, ready for it. You know, doing what we can. But where are the rest of y'all at? Let's not be cowards in front of your, you know, if you believe in the God of Abraham now, I mean, well, where are the cowards? There's no cowards there. Maybe you're faking. Maybe you're really not a Christian. You're just a faker. Maybe you're really not a Jew. You've just been faking all this time, and we the ones been crazy believing in this crap, believing that y'all really godful and believing your religion. Maybe it's just been really a sham, and you guys are really Satanists. Well, we take a vow, and right now, publicly, we're not Satanists, and we ain't going for none of that. Now, if there's anyone on this line that don't agree, we need to get off. Because I'm telling you, right, we ain't no Satanists here. None of that. We go to war with that. We can go to war with that. Yeah, we can go to war on that one. Ain't no Satanists here, man. Okay. So praise the law, y'all. Anybody, any member got something to say? A member, one of our members, y'all can make a public statement, you know, make an announcement if you would like. I mean, come on, you know, you're we the people too now. If you have no statements, praise Allah.
Brother McHenry Bay.
If you would like to make one, let us know. You know. So if you guys are having issues going to the courts and things to this effect, well, we have a few things coming down the pipeline for that. You know, there are laws out there, and there are international laws that will protect us.
Yeah, brother Jones Bay. Yeah, this back. Yeah, Jones Bay. This is McHenry Bay. I do have a situation where I got pulled over and had my private conveyance apprehended from me. Yesterday?
Yeah, I heard about that, and I found a couple of documents for you on that to release property immediately on things. So, yeah, we're working on these particular things because people are doing strange stuff, man. And yeah, they can't just take your property like that. So yeah, let us. I'll speak up to you on that. All right.
Okay.
You and Hardister, yeah, me, you and Hardister. I know he was, you know, helping you out, so we'll get on that.
He was. Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, y'all get to those courts. Make sure you got those getting. Well, we got some remedies coming for the court, you know, and so also I'm going to end for the YouTube right now. I'm going to stop the live stream on YouTube. So I want to thank all the people who joined us on YouTube. If you would like to join our temple, Islamism, please give us a ring. You know, you can go to, I forgot the number. I'm over here just talking. Okay, so hold on. Let me put this little number out for everybody. It's number. I do not have it on capture. Too many numbers. So let's see here. Temple M. Oop. I don't think I got a temple number. Remember everything, yeah. Anyway, so if you would like to get a hold of us, I will make that number available to you guys next time. But anyway, just go online. People's out. You know, we're everywhere. So call us up if you want to proclaim that nationality. Make it to us, boy. Wow. Praise Allah. So once again, honors to everybody who's on the live stream and who saw it from that point of view. You know, stand up in your community, demand that the Constitution is enforced, and give us a ring. We'll help you enforce. You know, we'll be there to stand up with you. You know what I'm saying? It's time that, you know, people really start standing up for the things that they need. All right, and to get done. If not, then die like a coward, and you're going to get whatever you got coming. Straight up, you know. We're in those times, you guys, and right now, yeah. All right, so praise Allah. Let me end that stream. Everybody on the Zoom, please hold on.